Welcome back. So, same as last time, let's check the battle first. I forgot to put the guy in the front. Whoops. Which probably will matter, in sense I could have gotten less casualties. Because we saw when we attacked Lion Tribe, the archers actually did put a volley or two into the guy in the front, so... yeah, archers are getting pummeled much harder than this one. But yeah, the melee boys broke at least. I'm taking a lot of casualties, Jesus Christ. I think that's kind of a bad luck, honestly. Like, they're hitting me way more than I'm hitting them, although it's... You know, there's a lot more of them as well. Okay, they broke. Maybe putting the guy in the front would have saved me. Yeah, 11. That's a lot, actually. That's a lot. But I mean, overall, still like really solid expansion considering what we're working with. So it's okay. And another 2 proclamations from Vampiria. Just a familiar jokes. It's a skeleton of pants. Nice. Bretonnia, Adalhard the Duke. This is a stock name. I mean, he prophetized Duke, so I guess he cannot change the name. So I guess fair enough. Lady Dulac. I'm sorry, Lady Dulac. And Ian got crippled, so whatever. So this is the province. Of course, it got lost a little bit of income because unrest. It's gonna get fixed by our dominion. Of course, it's gonna go down because on turmoil and dev scale, so it's okay. Now, bad news. 2 candles. So, usually, by now, I would be able to recruit my Dominion 4 troops, even with lower Dominion, because I was messing around, right, with some builds and all kind of stuff. So usually when I do it, where I prophetize Acolyte and start preaching, turn 4, I should have Dominion 4. We are Dominion 2, so of course, you know, just as it has to be the actual game, I'm getting screwed by RNG. This is really bad because it's gonna cost us like at least 10 sacreds we would have otherwise. So it's really unfortunate. I mean, getting acolytes is fine, but the other thing it costs us, I cannot get Necrotect out to turn Nehekara into Citadel, right? So tempo-wise, it's really horrible. What can we do? Nothing. I mean, it's just how it is with Nehekara. I mean, you know, you could say, oh, just go 10 candles, right? I mean, sure. Great, right? That's exactly how you want your nation to be. You either go max dominion or you get fucked by RNG, right? So what I'm gonna do is recruit a round of archers here. I'm gonna, after hopefully successful expansion here, we're gonna pummel the Wolf Tribe with the added archers, since, you know, archers are the best way to make the enemy run before we go to melee. So we might get out pretty decent longevity out of the starting party, honestly, but yeah, like right now I'd be working a second expansion party that would actually not get slaughtered by Horse Tribe, for example. These guys will have those amazing shields, and actually they do have some armor, so they don't, and you know, enchanted blood with Arbalest, so we could very safely expand into Horse Tribe with the Guardians, but yeah, no luck. With the Barbarians, I might actually end up just getting more archers. How much would that cost me? Like, just so we take a look. These are the armored boys. Do I want armored boys, or I just want to go by sheer number? The problem, you see how ridiculously expensive they are? What's the shortcut to clean the recruitment? Remove all, right? Delete. Cool. Yeah, just obscenely expensive. 14 gold, right? For something like this. This is horrible. That's why I really don't want to do it. Like, that's why I want to move into still like somewhat overpriced, but at least much less so stuff. I mean, I wouldn't even say overpriced. Like they're really nice. I mean, yeah, they are overpriced if we're talking like hit to gold ratio and armor and stuff, but at least they have magical weapon and they have formation, they have some skill, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, rough game so far in terms of the Dominion spread. Because again, like spawn-wise, like it's very pleasant, I feel like. The other good thing though is, as you probably saw already, we've got Shamblers, right? And I was really thinking of how do I want to go underwater. And yeah, I could send Scales, but they'll get slaughtered underground, underwater. Their stats will be just so bad. And Shamblers, yeah, Shamblers are really good troops. And like, funnily enough, I usually don't like Shamblers because they're 20 gold for but that's kind of how it compares to our troops as well. So they're actually pretty good. They should do well against stuff like Ictids. Colors are pretty chunky, but we're gonna have way bigger attack density, so we should be fine. Curious what is here. So probably I want to get maybe like 20 something Shamblers. Yeah, 20 should be good enough. It's not like I can get any more because the death scales will soon start. Oh yeah, fuck. The moment Thermal hits it, I'm gonna be recruiting only 3 per turn. So yeah, let's get how many we can and grab underwater provinces in a couple turns. So yeah, like I was saying, recruiting 10 archers here. This guy is gonna grab them. We're gonna attack the Wolf Tribe afterwards. And with this scout, I'm finally gonna move out and I want to see what's happening here. Like, what are our neighbors in this area? Like, how are they expanding and so on. So yeah, like, please, just give me 4 candles next turn. Like, please. I really don't need to be through this hard. Like, there's no need. So yeah, I'll talk to you next turn. Welcome back. So, a battle. Let's see. So, Deer Tribe again, if I remember correctly? Yep, it is. Oh no, sorry. Bird Tribe. PC? I swear I thought I put a guy in the front. Oh, I think he died on the march. Yeah, arrow's not killing much, so we'll have a full out melee engagement. Which we do have a big advantage with 4 guys per square plus decent spears, length 3, right? So help us against the short weapons. Yeah, they die nicely. The remaining barbarians, not much problem there. We're gonna take some losses, finally, as far as melee guys. But yeah, not that much, right? Yeah, only 5, so pretty good. Yeah, Triple Dini died on a march, so it was the guy I put in the front that has died. Which is a bit silly that skeletons die as cripples, but whatever. Just how Dominus works. 2 events, Misfortune 3. I'm glad I took that luck, right? And another one is plus 40 unrest, because why not? At least it's not in the capital. So yeah, well, it's gonna pay off. Surely luck is gonna pay off, right? Of course, we are getting fucked still, so it's turn 5, we're at 3 candles. So it looks like 6 turns, which is bad. I mean, if it doesn't jump to 4 next turn, like, we're in a really bad shape. Like, it's so bad for not getting necrotects out, not getting high priest, not getting our sacreds, not getting chariots. Like, these troops do not compete with other people. Like, unless I'm full scales and I have gazillion of them, then sure, maybe they can do something. But as it turns out, there's Altdorf here, and Altdorf is more than likely going to be using heavy cav, and against heavy cav we will not do anything with the default skeletons. If he's using Order Knights or Demigryphs, yeah, that's not gonna happen. His higher quality heavy armor troops, similar story. Yeah, it's rough. It would be rough if he figures out, oh, let's fight Nehekara. Now, if we start pumping our sacreds out, our constructs out. Altdorf is actually a really good target to kill. I don't think they can do much once we start rolling out our scorpions. Sorry, where am I? There we go. Right, so as a reminder, that's the Tomb Scorpion. They have resistances. They have 3 attacks per square. You know, there'll be 24 damage, right? Since they are enlarged, which are gonna jump to what 27 with Blood Surge. And yeah, they'll be regenerating. They'll be pretty pretty happy campers about it. And yeah, they'll be getting veterancy pretty quickly as well. So yeah, like honestly, there are very few nations that can handle like early scorpion attacks. So I think I will try to be aggressive once I manage to start summoning some guys. I mean, that's the other thing, right? Like ideally, probably next turn I would start side searching with Necrotect, right? I would have 1 out, potentially upgrade to Citadel, and now recruiting another one would start running, like, because we do need both of the Earth and Death incomes to get our constructs. I mean, it is what it is, right? I was still thinking, like, what if I decide to go for the regular troops? But the thing is, they're so expensive, and they're gonna take losses every time. Like here, we lost what? That's 60 gold. It's not that much. It pays off in 1 turn, but with those harder provinces, it would take probably a fair bit longer to pay off the recruitment of them. So instead, I'd rather put it forward more worthwhile cost. Like I don't know, maybe I will start building a fort somewhere soon, pretty early. But yeah, other thing, I'm getting scouts in those 3 provinces. I'll just send them around to see what's happening, and yeah, we're moving in here like that. So basically, similar idea as before. Just let's get the scout in the back so he doesn't die stupidly. I want to use him afterwards. Yeah, I'm gonna chill around here. Although, I mean, this is militia light heavy. Huh. I do wonder. This looks somewhat easier than this one, although this might be pretty fake reporting. So let's just say I will chill here and see if he attacks here first. If he moves here, I do believe I will get to see the fight since it's my dominion, right? I'm not crazy. I forget. But yeah, here we're unfortunately down to 3 chambers per turn already, but yeah, it's gonna be what, 4 turns? 4 to 5 turns before I can think about... Yeah, probably like 5 turns before I can think of maybe attacking those dictates. Yeah, I mean, that would be it for now, and I'll talk to you next turn. Welcome back. Okay, so we see a battle with Altdorf. Let's take a look at ours first. Did I not put someone in the front again, or whoever I did put died? I don't remember. I might have not put someone this time. But yeah, archers start shooting pretty much straight away. And enemy targets looks like they target the shield guys, which is perfect. Unfortunately, looks like we didn't quite break them before they made contact. They're actually fighting for a good while, which is gonna lead to some casualties. Yeah, they fought till death, basically. Archers switching to their archers. And they broke very quickly. Okay. Decent. Yeah, we lost some spearmen. Archers again doing majority of the work against those slightly armored troops. Shame. I think if they broke after 3 salvos, which was reasonable, it would be basically lossless expansion, but it's okay. Now, let's take a look at Altdorf. So, okay. In this, a lot of heavy cav. This is pretty serious, actually. Not a very easy province to expand to. Although these are the shitty heavy cavs, actually, now that I look at them, because they have Morning Stars. Morning Stars heavy cav is bad because it loses 2 defense, while if they had sword, it would be +1 defense. So it's literally a difference between 12 and 15 defense, right? I really don't like Morning Stars on Cav. That's why Black Knights of Ulm are worse than they could be. Of course, you know, it helps against shields in attack, but now what he brings are State Halberdiers, which are very cool. They're very cheap. I think they're 8 gold, pretty low on resources too, and they come with halberds. So yeah, they might not have great attack, but you can pump out so many of them. They can really punch above their weight with just sheer damage value and, you know, eventually hitting people through harassment or sheer luck. Some militia, some state spearmen, and a god. And his god is a worm, which I'm not happy to see for a reason I will say in a second. But yeah, it's very... I mean, he's expanding with it clearly. Very light on paths, very light bless, but he does have innate regeneration. Already got a chest wound as well, so typical expander life, basically. So yeah, he's gonna eat the charge pretty nicely on his garbage. That's gonna let the state halberdiers to potentially score some kills. But yeah, it's gonna be mainly God doing the job. The God being this size should be basically sniping the raiders, yeah, pretty easily. A raider dead. Horse dead this time. But they probably now raider dead first. Yeah, raider dead. Yeah, I mean, good going with bringing some chaff for charge, because if all of them charged, there's a reasonable chance he would have either gotten more wounds, or with some bad luck he could have broken. With some really bad luck he could have died, because, like, again, lance charges are no joke, especially since this pretend doesn't really have any defense. It just goes through with sheer... I mean, he does have protection, I guess. Earth magic, natural. Yeah, I guess he did cast like Stone Skin or something. Did he? Does he have cold? No. Huh. Oh, whatever. But yeah, nicely done. For other things, we found 9 nature gems, so like finally doing something, and 2 air gems. I wish those were death gems, but so be it. Yeah, 3 crippled units died while marching, so yeah, if I don't think I put them in front, but if I did, they died. And yeah, Cookies, who's hosting the game with Clockwork, decide to enable story events. So a story event kicks off. Something has shifted in the alignment of the worlds. A flux of dark energy can be sensed through the heavenly spheres. This can only mean that one of the legendary gates to hell have manifested in the realm of mortals. Woe to all, should it be open. Very curious where it popped out. It's been a really long time since I played with story events enabled. I think it's something that does in fact have like magic discount for blood. I hope it's not like Khorne or some other blood nation. But yeah, this is how it looks like. So, well, first thing that makes me unhappy is it's a god that might push off our domain here. He might also decide to expand here, which I wouldn't like very much. The other bad thing that can happen, he's gonna go underwater to make me really unhappy, because I really want to get those. So yeah, not great news. And since he also has expander, it's safe to say he's expanding pretty well. Like, I would guess he has at least 1 party. Altdorf can expand super well with knights, basically, so... And we have a Middenheim, so 2 human nations next to us. Interesting. So let's take a real quick look at the roster, right? Again, so we kind of checked him before. So when I talked about these guys basically cramping our regular skeletons. But yeah, like main threats, honestly, I would not be worried about his ranged firepower too much. Like, we have excellent shields and we're pierce immune. So like realistically, it's heavy armored stuff that can pose a real threat to our sacred, or probably not to scorpions. I think scorpions will just annihilate everything. And obviously we know he doesn't have any crazy bless for flagellant, so we don't have to worry about them. So yeah, I mean, I'm guessing just like masses of other order knights, maybe some nobleborn. I mean, crossbows are pretty interesting on the cav. They're surprisingly good with. Oh, sorry, no. For them, it's kind of whatever. The Naggarond ones are pretty good. They have way more ammo, and I think they fire like 2 shots at once. But still, it's a respectable unit. So I mean, yeah, realistically, it's going to be order knights, and I think we can cut them down. Whoops, pretty easily with like even our tomb guards, or if we have sufficient number of spiritual artillery. Which, by the way, I almost forgot. We finally hit 4 candles. Woo! So turn 6, it's bad, but at least it's not more than that. That will be truly tragic. Again, like I would honestly expect it to have it at turn 4, maybe turn 5, but turn 6 is just unlucky. It is what it is, right? If in your game you don't want to go like heavy blast, what you can do is start with like Awake Researcher, or even Expander if you want to. But I probably aim at the Researcher. And with your God, like you should hit 4 candles like turn 2, basically, if you get a God and then prophetize someone. It's much easier that way, and then you can start cramping out charioteers and whatnot. But yeah, in our build, not great, but we can finally start getting our Guardians of Tra, which we don't see how good they will be just based on this. Only part of their goodness is present, which is enlarged. But yeah, they'll be. I think I have 5 Undying. Yeah, so 10 hit points. So our guys will have enough hit points to tank the hits from the god, because they'll be reducing his damage by half. His attacks are piercing. Now, he might have a lot of protection. We'll also reduce it with our piercing. And we will be probably damaging him with occasional Fire of Tra. So yeah, like I think our Sacreds will basically kill his god straight on. Our Scorpions will definitely do that. Tomb Guard will probably do it as well, especially the ones with Tomb Glaives. They just hit that hard, so yeah, I'm deciding to go for Chariots, because Chariots in mass early game can just crush so many things like that you normally wouldn't be able to maybe deal with that effectively. Of course, it requires a critical mass of Chariots. Trying to start work towards them later. I do want to have like mainstay of different troops. Like I like all 3 variants of Tomb Guard. Each of them has their own merit. Like these guys are 4 per square but have lowest damage of all. These guys are like the most solid all-arounders because they keep the shield. And these guys sadly have only buckler, so they are much more fragile to arrows. But yeah, again, the Tomb Glaive is so hard hitting, and you can boost it further with strength, and yeah, it's really a killer weapon. We're also getting Necrotect out. First one, I'm gonna upgrade to Citadel, and I'm gonna get definitely a couple more from the get-go. Start site searching. I need to get dev income going. Like I need it really badly. Like bare minimum I'm aiming for is to be able to summon Scorpion per turn, basically at least 1 Scorpion per turn as soon as possible. If I get lucky and I get 2 per turn, we're cooking at that point. So this is how it is. Gonna continue our path here because Bird Tribe should be easy again. Gonna open us expansion underground potentially, which is quite interesting. It's something I will want to explore potentially with our chariots. Since yeah, they should have pretty good time against most of the things underground besides shadows and troglodytes. And yeah, and we'll see where can we expand now. I did talk to both of them that I very much prefer them not grabbing Land of Plenty, which by the way is kind of shit province because there's a farmland and mountains. It is what it is. Because yeah, it's getting close to my cap, and I don't want it. But we'll see. You know, obviously, they have right to go there. But yeah, as it is, I wouldn't mind going to early war with Altdorf, probably. Oh, and of course, we can take a quick look at Middenheim. So Middenheim is very similar, except they come with the Teutogen. Fuck. I mean, they're like Teutons. Alright, yeah, it's Teuton and Teutogen, whatever, however you say it. Teutons. Let's go with Teutons. Let's call them historically. Because they have blunt weapon, and this is for once where blunt weapon's actually good against something, which is against my constructs. Midden Hammer with charge bonus. I'm not sure how much it's gonna be. Is it gonna be full half strength potentially? So it can probably hit for 28. I mean, this poses some threat to our Scorpions, depending on how many he'll be getting them, if he'll be getting them. He might have gone for some Wild Bless on Wolfkin, we don't know that. But as a nation overall, it's very similar to Altdorf. You know, a couple other niche things like they can get some dwarves, but yeah, dwarves will just get trampled. And you know, some differences with mages. I guess the main thing I would be worried with if they go for like some early fire evocations, because I don't really like it with my troops. Actually, no, they don't care that much. My Tomb Kings don't like fire, but yeah. I mean, still, we're pretty low HP, low protection, so any like big AoE fire spells would be rather unpleasant before we can get fire resistance going. So yeah, none of them replied to me. We'll see who our neighbors are. We're moving out with our scouts, and likely I might. Fuck, it's 90 actually. Because I was thinking about expanding there with just 6 of them, but 90 is quite a bit. It's gonna be a lot of arrows. You know, I might just do it for fun, just stress test them. I'll decide next turn, of course, but that's gonna be next episode. So for now, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye bye.